Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing great. Students, today in this video, we are going to learn about parts of a sentence, that is subject and predicate, and what is a sentence. A complete sentence has a subject and a predicate. So, before we start parts of a sentence, subject and predicate, we will see what is a sentence. So, students, let's read a group of words given here on the screen. Reading a book, Rahul is. Reading a book, Rahul is. So, does this group of words make any sense? No, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Reading a book, Rahul is. So, this is not a sentence. Now, let's rearrange the words. Rahul is reading a book. Now, that makes some sense, isn't it? So, the group of words that make some sense is called a sentence. Rahul is reading a book is a sentence. I repeat, Rahul is reading a book is a sentence. So, students, a sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought. It conveys a clear meaning on its own. And one more thing need to remember, it always means sentence always begins with a capital letter. It always ends with a punctuation mark. It could be full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. Let's understand this better with the help of few examples. Here one example is given on the screen. Let us read. Priya is riding a bicycle. Priya is riding a bicycle. Here in this sentence it is said that Priya, this girl, is riding a bicycle. So students, this expresses a complete thought and hence is a complete sentence. Priya is reading a bicycle. It begins with a complete letter. Let's see. It begins with a capital letter and it ends with a punctuation mark, that is a full stop, isn't it? Now let's know about the parts of a sentence. Parts of a sentence, that is subject and predicate. So subject is the main noun or pronoun that the sentence is about, and predicate is the part of the sentence that provides the information about the subject. So students, in a sentence, the subject always tells us who is doing the action or who we are talking about, and the predicate always tells us the information about the subject. It tells us what the subject is doing or what the subject is describing. Let's take one more example. George is going to school. So here you can see in a sentence we are talking about George. George is a boy going to school. That this boy George is going to school. So this is our subject. George is our subject, because in a sentence if we ask who is doing the action, who is doing the action, so the answer of who, George is doing the action, है ना? So answer that we get is always a subject. And whereas on the other hand, the rest of the sentence that describe the action done by George is always a predicate. You can see here the predicate always give the information about the action done by the subject. If we ask what is George doing, and the answer that we get is always a predicate. So the answer of who is doing is a subject, George, and the answer of what he is doing, he is going to school, is a predicate. Is it clear? One more example. They are watering the plants. So here also you can see they are watering the plants. Now in this sentence we are talking about these two children, but instead of noun we use pronoun. It is our subject. So who is watering the plants? So they are watering the plants. So if we ask who are watering, so answer of who is they. They means children are watering the plants. So they is the subject. Okay, you can see here. Whereas the rest part of the sentence that describes the action, are watering the plants. Done this action, watering the plants, action done by the subject, by the children, and gives us more information is our predicate. So if I ask what are the children doing? What are the children doing? Answer is children are watering the plants. So are watering the plants. Rest of the part of sentence are watering the plants is a predicate. You can see here. Is it clear? The answer of who is watering the plant is subject. They are watering the plants. They is a subject. And answer of what they are doing, they are watering the plants, so it is predicate. Answer of what is predicate. I think it is very clear to you, children. And one exercise is given. You can solve it, you can revise it. Okay, do practice of it. See you in the next class. Take care. God bless you.